Hey there, and welcome back to YouTube Foundry. I'm Richard, and what we're going to do is take a look at putting chapters into videos. Now, chapters are really important for two specific reasons. First of all, putting in chapters and naming them allows the algorithm additional opportunities to determine whether or not your video is going to be appropriate for certain audiences. You can improve the chances of audiences seeing your video by having those chapters in there. While the whole video might not be something somebody is looking for, there might be a piece in there, and that chapter name might be exactly what that person is looking for, and so YouTube might recommend your video. Second, when people are watching your videos, having chapters allows them to jump around in your video and not have to watch the whole thing to find the one piece they're looking for. They can actually go in and see that. Let me show you an example. So if I go look at this video right here, and we see down here along the search line down near the bottom of the video, it's in red, you see where it's got all these different breaks. These breaks are the chapters that I created for this video when I created this video, and each one of these breaks is a chapter, and it's named. And what I did is I created a time code for these, and for each time code I gave it a name, and YouTube then took that list that I gave it and it created chapters in the video. Now, how did it do that? Well, let's go back and look at these details for this again. So in this is a different video, but you see these right here in the description box. If I go down to near the bottom, you see this list of these time codes and these descriptions. These are for this particular, actually this is for that video I just showed you. Now look at it. These particular time codes and titles, I simply wrote them down, I typed them in, and then I cut and pasted them into my description, and YouTube knows what that is. The AI inside the YouTube tool knows what this is and identifies it, and it assigns those time codes and breaks to my video. So let's go see how we actually do this. Now, there's a really easy way to do it, and this is the way I do it, and I think it really works really well. So if we go in here to the channel content for my YouTube Foundry channel, we're going to take this YouTube video right here, the YouTube mobile apps, and we're going to add chapters to this. Right now there are no chapters in this, but we're going to add chapters. So I'm going to shrink this down a little bit, and I've got Word open over here on the left side of the screen. So I'm going to start out, just put in Word, and I'm going to put in 0:00, whoops, 0:00, and I'm going to put in the type or the title of this, YouTube mobile apps. So that's the title. Sometimes I use intros, sometimes I actually use the title in this. Then what I do, I'm going to hit Shift Enter. I don't really want to hit Enter because it creates an extra space. Hit Shift Enter, it's a little bit tighter little list. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to start playing the video, and when I get to a nice natural break, I'm going to identify that as the start of a new chapter, and I'll name it. So let me show you what I do. So I'm going to play this video, and we're going to turn the sound down on it so it doesn't bother us too much. So we'll turn the sound down on this, and you see, so the video is playing, and I'm going to let this play until I get to a nice break. And actually, I'm going to turn the sound up a little bit so I can hear it. So it's going to work through this list of or this video. It's going to be going through, and when it's going to get to a natural break, that's when I'm going to do it. Now, you can play the whole video as it is, or you can just simply scroll until it looks like everything's going to change. And in fact, it looks like it's going to be right about there, so I'm going to move the sound bar up a little bit. Now, right here is where I'm going to change, okay? So actually, I'm going to back that up just a tad. And where it fades is where I'm going to stop it. Now, it's got a time stamp right here of 1:20. So I'm going to put 1:20, and I'm going to put a hyphen in there. I'm going to say this is going to be review of browser tools. Now, I actually misspelled that, so I'm going to take that out of there. So I've got review of browser tools. And so then I'll hit Shift Enter, and I'll be ready for the next timestamp. So I'm going to run this forward, and I'll play it again. And this time what I'm going to keep playing it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it forward till it looks like my screen changes significantly again. Okay, so now I'm going to get to the place where I'm actually going to add or look at the apps that are on the phone. So let me back up to where that starts. So it looks like it starts right about in... Let's see now, it's going to, there. So now that's at 8:13. So I'll put 8:13, and I'll put app introduction. Now, my next app is going to be, I'm going to talk about the YouTube app, so I'll go through and figure out where it actually talks about that app. Looks like I switched right about there. Yep. So let's see. Boom. So I'm going to, at 8:50, I'm going to call that the YouTube app. I've got one more, and that's going to be when I get to talk about the YouTube Studio app. So let's get over here to it. I'm still playing here, so let's wait till we get to the YouTube app. Boom, right there. So at 13:43, I'm going to say YouTube Studio app. Now, that's all the chapters I'm going to put in this video. So I will copy and paste that item, copy, right-click, copy, copy. Now I'm going to go back to my description for this video. So I'm going to go back one, and I'm right down in here in my description box. I'm going to hit the enter key a couple times and create a space, and I'm going to right-click and paste that in there. Now, when I save this, what's going to happen is YouTube is going to see that code, and YouTube is going to know that is chapter code. Those are time codes for chapters, and it's going to automatically add those chapters to this video and make it more searchable than it currently is. So that's how you add chapters really quick and easy to a YouTube video.